I've spent 2 weeks carving a rose garden out of cold, heavy earth, 50 square meters dug by hand. It's hard work now, so it can bloom later. At the end, I'll show you the design that makes all this worth it. I'm in trouble. I bought so many plants last month in October, and now I'm in deep shit because none of the flower beds or places that I want to plant them are ready for planting. And last night it was -3 degrees Celsius, and I need to save these plants now, and I'm gonna spend the whole weekend digging and digging. So for the last couple of weeks I've been working on this, doing a little bit here and there, but now I need to make a huge effort, and today I need to make it to here, and then tomorrow to here. So I bought plants for both the woodland, these, but these and these, they are going to the flower bed together with the roses as fillers. And then I couldn't help myself because these fruit trees costed 20 euros each. So I bought 2 apples, 1 cherry and 1 plum. It was 2 days ago since I worked here. I didn't get to finish it completely because my back just did not have enough strength to finish it that day. Also, daylight was fading, so and yesterday I couldn't lift one single thing. It didn't hurt, I just, couldn't bend my back properly. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like really heavy clay soil, and underneath it it's a thickly packed gravel, at least on half of this area. Gravel. Gravel. Let me see if I can find an old photo that will show you that all of this used to be gravel. I moved all of the plants inside here to be safely protected from the cold. Here are the trees and the roses. That will buy me some time, but I'm still in a rush to fix this. So let's see how far I can make it today. Definitely has some new strength. Let's see how. Careful about the worm. I've also been working on this area where my hammock is in the summers. Well, starting from this year. I want to put some of the limestones here, but first I need to remove all of the as much organic material as I can. And I've also dug up a few roots from baby trees. And then I can use this area to dispose of the gravel that I dig up. I need that anyway for leveling the stones. Still.
So this is the weekend when I'm finally going to plant all of the plants in my rose bed. Just so I thought. But you know, this is southern Sweden. It's pretty mild here, so this snow is already melting away. And I thought if I remove it from the area where I'm gonna dig, then it could very well be gone tomorrow. Tired, but there is 2 hours left before sun goes down, so I'm hoping I will finish everything today, but there won't be any time to plant anything.
Finally, I dug it all up. Never doing this again. Next time, I'm renting a machine. If I can afford it. Which is why I did it my own this time. I called my local gravel dealer like 3.5, 4 hours ago and asked if they could please deliver some gravel that I can use in the bottom of each hole that I'm digging, so that there won't be any standing water where the roots will be. So I've dug them a little bit extra deep so I can have a layer of this gravel in each bottom. And then, as long as I'm paying for transport, I asked them to just fill up the whole trailer. So that's why I wanted it in here, so I can hide it, because this might be here for a while. So I've finished digging 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 big holes for the big bushes, the big rose bushes, and 4 ornamental grasses that get 2 meters high, which I think should be this because I'm 173. So, and now that I have a gravel delivery, I'm gonna put some of that in the bottom, and then I'm gonna mix the soil together with the compost and put everything in here. Yay! All of this digging has been so hard and heavy because you have all of the worst type of components when it comes to digging and removing soil and planting things here. First, you have really tough grass with the root system, and then you had an additional layer of soil mixed with clay, and then you had this much gravel with clay, and then really tough clay. Let me show you a piece. This is not frozen, it's just clay. And none of my plants like to have their roots in this tough to penetrate soil. So I have to remove most of it, and I'm putting everything close to the facade because right now this area is leaning towards the house, and that's not good for the foundation. And I've also found another problem. From what I've seen is that the drainage system around the house and the foundation are PVC pipes, which means that it's pretty recent. So I haven't been too much worried about it, even though there has been a lot of water on the basement floor, and I don't know where it's coming from, but I do have my suspicions. One of them could be this. This is actually an old ceramic drainage pipe, and I don't know if you can see, but it's full of stuff in there. It's full of stuff in here, which means that it's completely blocked. So I am doing this in the completely wrong way, Instead of planting here, I should dig up around the facade and change the rainwater pipes. But on the other hand, I am keeping a fair bit of distance from the facade to the holes, so that if I'm careful then and dig by hand, I could still do the drainage around this facade without having to move the plants again. But if I have to move the plants, it's okay. They can handle it. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, let me introduce you to Agnes. I hope she survived the cold week. But she's safe now. The design of the rose bed is based on this main row of big bushes with two types of ornamental grasses, highest in the back and down to half the size at the front. I will plant white meadow rue between the roses to weave them together, and for interest I am adding the grasses with their height and autumn beauty, and blue globe thistle for contrasting color, and then dark purple smoke tree from a very low variety. And the bench that I'm adding here in the front will be beautifully framed by dark purple clematis that I will have to build wooden supports for. The color scheme is peachy and warm pastels mixed with white and contrasted with the blue and dark purple. So I've started this video with a spade in my hand and I'm ending it with a spade in my hand. Still have a lot of digging to do, but I did the heaviest job in this video, removing all of the turf, and I finished planting the back row with the huge rose bushes. And I planned it, I don't know if I told you, but I planned it so that from inside I will see the huge rose bushes in bloom, and the tall ornamental grasses are between the windows, so still add a lot of height without blocking too much sunlight and view from inside. I hope you enjoyed watching me digging and digging, and that you can see the vision. Right now it's just brown and gray, but in the future it will be beautiful flowers blooming all summer. I'll see you in the next vlog. Thank you for watching.